And to build the nation's might, and the army goes rolling along. Proud of all we have done, fighting till the battle's won, and the army goes rolling along. Till it's high, high, and the army's on its way. He rose still an army and his foes, and the army went rolling along. Faith in God that we're right, and we'll fight with all our might, as the army keeps rolling along. Then it's high, high, hey, the army's on its way. Count off the cadence on the song, so great. For wherever we go, we'll always know that the army goes rolling along. So banter to the shores of Tripoli. We fight our country's pride, put the air on the sea. Fight for our country, that would keep our honor. We are proud to claim the title of United States Army. There's a wave of voice, and there's a way, farewell to golden shores, we sail and break our day. Through our last night ashore, there every door until we meet once more, we fetch you a happy shore. Off we go into the wild blue yonder, climbing high into the sun. Here they come, zooming to meet our thunder. Adam boys, give her the gun. Down we dive, spouting a flame from under. Off with one hell of a run. We live in fame, we're down in flame. Nothing will stop the U.S. Air Force. Passage shore to Arctic zone to Europe and Far East. The flag is carried by our ships in times of war and peace. And never have we struck it yet in spite of foeman's fine, who cheered our crews and cheered again for showing how to fight. So here's Coast Guard marching song. We sing on land or sea, through surf and storm and howling gale, I shall our purpose be. Semper Paratus our guide, our fame, our glory too, to fight, to save, or fight and die. I Coast Guard, we are for you. Riding on a pony, stuck a feather in his cap and called it macaroni.
Father and I went down to camp along with Captain Goodwood, and there we saw the men and boys
as thick as hasty pudding. Yankee Doodle, keep it up, Yankee Doodle dandy. Mind the music and the step, and with the girls be handy.
And there the middle step. Keep it up, Yankee Doodle Dandy. Mind the music and the step, and with the girls be handy. And there was Captain Washington upon a slapping stallion, giving orders to his men. I guess there was a million. Yankee Doodle, keep it up, Yankee Doodle Dandy. Mind the music and the step, and with the girls be handy. His face was sharp as a butcher's cleaver, but that did not seem to grieve. Look away, Dixie Land. Now this is exactly the foolish part. She died for a man that broke her heart. So look away, Dixieland. There wish I was in Dixie. Hooray, hooray. In Dixie's land, I'll take my stand. Live and die in Dixie. Hooray, hooray, down south of Dixie. Hooray, down south of Dixie.
I didn't make the playlist.
Farewell to my wife and child. Farewell to my aged mother. I'll go and join in the bloody strife till this cruel war is over. Till this cruel war is over. I'll go and join in the bloody strife till this cruel war is over. If I am shot on the battlefield, then I should not recover. Oh, who will protect my wife and child? Who care for my aged mother? Who care for my aged mother? Oh, who will protect my wife and child and care for my aged mother?
Marching home again, hurrah, hurrah, we'll give him a hearty welcome then, hurrah, hurrah. Oh, the men will cheer, the boys will shout, the ladies they will all turn out, and we'll all feel gay when Johnny comes marching home. And we'll all feel gay when Johnny comes marching home. Get ready for the Jubilee, hurrah, hurrah. We'll give the hero 3 times 3, hurrah, hurrah. For the laurel wreath is ready now to place upon his loyal brow. And we'll all feel gay when Johnny comes marching home. And we'll all feel gay when Johnny comes marching home.
She's my Yankee Doodle joy. Yankee Doodle came to London just to ride the ponies. I am a Yankee Doodle boy. I am a Yankee Doodle
Flag, you're a high-flying flag, and forever in peace may you reign. From the emblem of the flag, my love, the hope of the free and the brave. Every heart beats true under red, white, and blue. Treasures never a boast of pride. Watching all the changes here, keep your mind on the grand old flag. This land is your land, this land is my land. California. made for you and me. As I was walking that ribbon-up highway, I saw above me that endless skyway. I saw below me that golden valley. This land was made for you and me. This land is your land. This land is my land. California to the New York Island, Redwood Forest to the Rosary Waters. This land was made for you and me. This is my country, land of my birth. This my son is thy country, land blessed on earth. Land is my strong to save whose arm hath found the restless way. Who bids the mighty ocean deep its poison in his feet? Oh, hear us when we cry to thee for those in peril on the sea. My country, 'tis of thee, sweet land of liberty, of thee I sing. Land where my fathers died, land of the pilgrim's pride, from every mountainside, let freedom ring. My native country, deep land of the noble free, thy name I love. I love thy rocks and rills, thy woods and temple hills. My heart with gratitude thrills, thy path of love. Beautiful for spacious skies, for amber waves of grain, for purple mountain majesties, above the fruited plain. America, America, God shed his grace on thee. Crown thy with crown from sea to shining sea. God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above. From the mountains to the prairies, to the ocean, like the foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home.
tomorrow all the things were gone. I worked for all my life, and I had to start again with just my children and my wife. I thank my lucky stars to be living here today, 'cause the flag still stands for freedom, and they can't take that away. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today, 'cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. Far, we've been traveling far, without a home, but not without a star. Free, only want to be free. We huddle close and hang on to a dream. On the boats and on the planes, they're coming to America, never looking back again. They're coming to America, home. Don't it seem so far away? We're traveling light today, in the eye of the storm. In the eye of the storm. Born down in a dead man's town, the first kick that took us when I hit the ground. A dog has to beat you much till you spend half your life just to cover it up now. Born in the USA, I was born in the USA, I was born in the USA, born in the USA now. Got in a little hometown jam, so they put her out the window. Send me off to a foreign land to go and kill the yellow man. Born in the USA, born in the USA, born in the USA, born in the USA. There's a black man with a black cat, damn blind man, he's got an interstate running through his front yard. You know, he thinks he's got it so good. And there's a woman in the kitchen cleaning
of feeling slow. And he looks at her and says, hey, darling, I can remember.
Diarrhea is hereditary. It runs in your genes.
A sweater I purchased was picking up static electricity, so I decided to return it. He gave me another one free of charge.
You're American when you go into the bathroom and out of the bathroom, but what are you when you're in the bathroom?
What?
European.
Do they allow loud laughing in Hawaii or just a low ha? Have you ever tried archery blindfolded? You don't know what you're missing.
Guy told me there was a shark attack today. The shark took out his whole left side. I couldn't believe it when he told me he was all right.
My Viagra addiction was the hardest time of my life.
That's disgusting. Just applied for a job at the diner. I said I bring a lot to the table.
Elon Musk bought Twitter for $44 billion. I bought it from the App Store for free.
They should create a beer called Occasionally. So when asked, I say I drink occasionally.
How do priests get rid of insects inside of a church? Lettuce spray.
Why are mountains so funny? Because they're hilarious. Hilarious.
I can't bring my dog to the pond anymore. The ducks keep attacking him. I guess that's what I get for buying a purebred dog. Last night my wife asked me, is it just me or is the cat getting fat? Apparently it's just you wasn't the right answer.
Remember when I got fired from the keyboard factory for not putting in enough shifts?
Yeah, they wouldn't even let you return or enter.
Yeah. They even changed the caps locks on me. I joined the gym and asked my trainer what machine I should use to get beautiful girls. He told me I should try the ATM machine outside.
I wish somebody could tell me what IDK means. Every time I ask, they say I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. My doctor said I have the peekaboo virus. Sent me straight to the ICU.
I accidentally took my cat's meds last night. Don't ask me how.
I'm reading a horror book in Braille. Something bad's gonna happen. I can feel it. My wife is so negative. I remember the car seat, the stroller, and the diaper bags. Yet, all she can talk about is how I forgot the baby.
I haven't talked to my wife in 7 years. I don't want to interrupt her.
If math is mathematical and quizzes are quizzical, what are tests? I have 2 unwritten rules. 1 and 2.
Yesterday, my doctor told me I had 6 months to live. I told him I couldn't pay the bill, so he gave me another 6 months.
My wife got pissed at me because I accidentally overcooked the ribeye last night. I told her, we all make mistakes. When your wife says she'll be home in 5 minutes, she will be. You don't have to remind her every 15 minutes.
My wife said she was fed up with me always getting my directions mixed up. So I packed my bags and write.
My wife still thinks I'm sexy. Every time I walk by her, she says, what an ass. I do have a great ass.
Last night, my obese parrot died.
Wow. I'm sorry to hear that.
Fortunately, it was a huge weight off my shoulders.
I just joined a dating site for arsonists. They sent me a lot of matches.
I lost my wife's audiobook last night. Now I'm never going to hear the end of it.
Quick draws.
Hang tight though. We're gonna go into the bathroom. You gotta go into my wallet. Hang tight. Okay, we're back. Sorry about that.
Quick draws. Mine eyes have seen the glory of the coming of the Lord. He is trampling out the vintage where the grapes of wrath are stored. He hath loosed the faithful lightning of his terrible swift sword. His truth is marching on. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, I have seen him in the watchfires of 100 circling camps. They have builded him an altar in the evening dews and damps. I can read his righteous sentence in the dim and flaring lamps. His day is marching on. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. His truth is marching on. sea. With our glory in his bosom that transfigures you and me. As he died to make men holy, let us die to make men free, while God is marching on. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. His truth is marching on. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. His truth is marching
Who's there? Sorry.
Thank you. Do you remember how the fucking knock knock joke goes? Yeah, sick. Knock knock.
Who's there?
Mr. Felfour.
I don't get it.
Oh, fuck me. Look. Knock knock. Who's there? Answer. Blah blah blah. Who? Do you remember this? What do you mean? Knock knock.
Who's there?
Mr. Felfour.
Okay.
Mr. Felfour!
You say Mr.
Not even. I'm gonna do it.
It's Samantha.
I haven't done one in a very long time.
Let's do it again.
I forgot.
Knock knock.
Who's there?
Mr. Felfour.
Mr. Felfour.
Mr. Felfour, these nuts.
In 1814, we took a little trip along with Colonel Jackson down the mighty Mississippi. We took a little bacon and we took a little beans, and we caught the bloody British in a town in New Orleans. We fired our guns and the British kept a-coming. There wasn't as many as there was a while ago. We fired once more and they began to run it on down the Mississippi to the Gulf of Mexico. We looked down the river and we see the British come, and there must have been 100 of them beating on the drum. They stepped so high and they made the bugles ring. We stood beside our cotton bales and didn't say a thing. We fired our guns and the British kept a-coming. There wasn't as many as there was a while ago. We fired once more and they began to run it on down the Mississippi to the Gulf of Mexico. Old Hickory said we could take them by surprise if we didn't fire muskets till we looked them in the eye. We held our fire till we see their faces well, then we opened up our squirrel guns and really gave them well. We fired our guns and the British kept coming. There wasn't as many as there was a while ago. We fired once more and they began to run it on down the Mississippi to the Gulf of Mexico. Yeah, they ran through the briars and they ran through the brambles and they ran through the bushes where a rabbit couldn't go. They ran so fast that the hounds couldn't catch them on down the Mississippi to the Gulf of Mexico. We fired our cannon till the barrel melted down, so we grabbed an alligator and we fought another round. We filled his head with cannonballs and powdered his behind, and when we touched the powder off, the gator lost his mind. We fired our guns and the British kept a-coming. There wasn't as many as there was a while ago. We fired once more and they began to run it on down the Mississippi to the Gulf of Mexico. Yeah, they ran through the briars and they ran through the brambles and they ran through the bushes where a rabbit couldn't go. They ran so fast that the hounds couldn't catch them on down the Mississippi to the Gulf of Mexico.
North, south,
All right. Hello. Apparently, some people don't actually want to look at my ugly mug on the 4th of July. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? How y'all doing this beautiful Independence Day morning? Yes, July 4th, 1776. Our forefathers picked up their sticks and put their names on a piece of paper. Rhymes with Mr. Draper. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show. Yeah, I'm just playing it by ear today, having fun. I don't want to get into the craziness of all these lunatics, but there was something I did want to talk about. So I think this is something that maybe we could actually lean into this a little bit um and have some fun with it. Let me see, where is it? All right, check this out. So for anyone who hasn't seen it, you'll figure it out. So we're kind of I'm putting a quote. I'm kind of starting to get into this idea of spreading this because I kind of like it, but it doesn't make any sense if you don't get it. So I just put a quote from a poem called Jabberwocky. It says, "'Twas brilling, the silty troves did gyre and gimble in the wabe. All mimsy were the borough groves, and the mome rats outgrabe." Now, what the hell does that mean, Has? That's the point. I'm going to read it again. "'Twas brilling and the sithly 'Twas brilling and the sithly troves did gyre and gimble in the wabe. All mimsy were the borough groves, and the mommy rats outgrabe." That doesn't make any sense, Has. Okay, now why am I putting that quote in the chat? Well, for those of you who saw, a couple people have covered it already. In fact, I showed it here a couple days ago. And then Team Skeptic covered it yesterday, and a couple other people. There was a case where a sovereign citizen was in court, and he was going through all the nonsense. And Judge Middleton says, "You know what? All of you guys coming in here all the time, I always used to say the sovereign citizens." And then the guy, of course, was like, "I'm not a sovereign citizen. I reject that phrase." And he goes, "I know. That's why I've been trying to come up with a new thing to call you guys." So then Judge Middleton says, "From now on, I'm going to call you guys borough groves." And he's like, "What the hell are you talking about? What's a borough grove?" And then Judge Middleton tells the story. He says, there was a poem by Lewis Carroll called Jabberwocky. And the whole point of it is that it doesn't make any sense. Just like your arguments in court. Your arguments in court about being an American national and not being a 14th Amendment citizen and not having to travel because you're driving a car makes as much sense as... Where'd it go? Your argument makes as much sense as "'Twas bring the slithy stroves, was bring and slithy troves, did gyre the gimble in the wabe, all mimsy were the borough groves, and the gnome rats outgrabe." So all mimsy were the borough groves. So he said, from now on, I'm going to call you guys borough groves. And so I think that we should all start following, because he said it in court on the record. So as far as I'm concerned, that is their official new name. Since you can't call them sovereign citizens, try to explain this to Broken System, Broken Trust. If we all just started calling him Borough Grove, or Gove, how's it spelled even? Where's the word? Borough Gove. All right. Borough Gove. Yeah. I like that. It says Judge Middleton said it in court. It's legally binding. And good luck trying to explain that to a Borough Grove. They won't understand what the heck you're saying. So I like that. I think that's cool. I think that's a new thing to call them, and I think it would confuse the crap out of them. You talk to a sovereign citizen, call them a sovereign citizen, they just get defensive and mad. But say, oh, you're a Borough Grove. Say, what the hell does that mean? Well, there's a poem called Jabberwocky that doesn't make any sense. Just like all of your arguments, they don't make any sense. Oh, good morning, unclean hands. What's up? Anyway, let's do our good mornings and hellos for everybody that's here today. Let's see, what do we got going on this beautiful Independence Day? I love it. All right, I'll scroll all the way back to the beginning and see what we got. I think most of you have actually left by now because the first hour was just music. Johnny Beltran was first. Here's a happy dance for Johnny Beltran. All right, thank you. Greg Jonick, Melissa the Brown-Eyed Girl, Danny Parson, 1122, Robert Custos. Oh, look at this, Anthony White. 5 pounds from Paul Rumor Fraser. Happy 4th for those who could ditch England and the monarchy. I dream one day Scotland will do this. We'll do the same. All right, and then we got Pope Phil's here. What's up? Blessed day, 4th of July, everybody. $2 from Danny, America. The Royals, giving the Royals the finger since 1775. That's a double dose of happy dance for you guys. All right, thank you. Yeah, we're going to give News Now Voodoo the day off. He gets to actually enjoy his holiday. You're welcome, buddy. Had to. Yeah. All right, so we got Paul Rumor Fraser. We got Ray Ray. B. Barnes the second. Auditor Wrangler. What's up, Wrangler? Let's see who else is here this morning. Andre Hoyer. What's up? Greetings, my fellow humans. Best wishes from my vacation in Belfast. All right. That's ready, 5,000 GT. Good morning. Happy 4th of July to you, too. Greg Jonick, Ray Ray. By the way, if you were a winner yesterday and you haven't gotten in touch with me yet, let me know your address. Looks like so far I've been contacted by, let's see, I'll just go over real quick. Let's see, who do I have information? I got Archangel, I got Melissa, I got Sue Bear, I got Paul Rumor Fraser. I still have his address from last time he won. He's very lucky. Maserati 5000. I should have Highway Star's address somewhere in my files, but I haven't been contacted directly yet. I still need Uncle Artie. I got contacted by Ironton, but Terry, you still didn't give me your address. And then I got News Now Voodoo's information. And so then the only other one I need is Welsh. All right. Oh, no, I have Welsh's information also from before. So, yeah. So it's all good. Anyway, let's see who else is here. Christopher O'Connor, what's up? Good morning. King Stu 2000, good morning all. All right. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, the wonderful, beautiful, fantastic Leland Squirrels is here. All right. Always great to have you here. She's literally been with me since day one. Let's see. Colrack is here. All right, Colrack, good to see you. Paul Phil, Colrack, P. Barnes, Rodent Wrangler. Let's see. Now I got all these. What was the one I really wanted to play before? What's up, Scott Ammo? Good morning, Hezekiah pals. All right. Kiss, what's up? Oh yeah. I'm a Yankee Doodle dandy, a Yankee Doodle do or die. a real live nephew of my Uncle Sam, born on the 4th of July. I've got a Yankee Doodle sweetheart, Andre Hoyer, hey, hello. Yankee Doodle went to town just to ride a pony. I am that Yankee Doodle boy. And then when I was a kid, we always used to say, Colonel Sanders went to town riding on a chick and stuck his finger in its butt and called it finger licking. Oh, kids. The bad part is kids today wouldn't get the joke. Who's Colonel Sanders? Why would you put his finger in your butt? No, never mind. Snafu the Great, what's up? Why would you lick your finger? It's finger licking good. Oh, never mind. Hey, all right. Of course, Salacious is here. All right. I haven't talked to my wife in 7 years. I didn't want to interrupt her. Commentator Auditor, what's up? You know, it's another one that reminds me of that I got from the same guys, the guys sitting on the pier telling dad jokes. There's one where they say, my son asked me, what is it like to be married? I said, go away, I'm busy. And then when he left, I said, hey, why are you ignoring me? Robert Custos, all right. I engage in metal detecting surveys and engage in archaeological digs. There's tons of history in the country I know, and hobbies have taught me a great deal. All right. The real life Indiana Jones over by there. Let's see, who else do we got? Commentator Auditor, what's up? All right. Ray, P. Barnes, Pope Phil, who did I miss? Who did I miss? Thank you for joining me on this beautiful holiday, guys. News Now Enemy, there we go. What's up? Let's see, Pope Phil, Salacious. Home Dog Audits. Yes, don't tell anyone. News Now Voodoo's is one of my sock accounts. Oh, no. Ooh. I didn't hear that. I don't know I didn't see that. 8,000 miles till Colrack. News Now Enemy. Commentator Auditor. Melissa with the $5 super sticker. All right, here's a happy dance from Melissa. All right. Thank you very much. I'll tell you the truth. When I first started this morning, I wasn't sure if I was actually going to come on because I know that, like, I think it was Memorial Day. I just had the flag waving, no sound or anything, just the flag waving because I thought that was like more respectful because the idea, obviously, memorial for people who gave their lives. But 4th of July is more of kind of a upbeat, happy, like, yeah, fireworks and hot dogs, you know. So I figured let's just have some fun with it, man. Let's just have fun today. Let's see. Good times. Anytime you need a payment, good times. Anytime you need a friend. For those of you who remember Good Times, I just found this out yesterday. I had no idea. At the beginning, because in the show Good Times, the character JJ is an artist. And the character does this painting. And the opening credits show JJ's painting in the background. And the actual painting that they used as the prop, like the actual prop painting that they used, is one thing, but it's based on an actual painting that Eddie Murphy owns the original. I didn't know that. I just saw an interview with him yesterday where he mentioned that. Yes, I played that. I saw that request, so I played it for you. Johnny Horton, 1814. All right. Start a Frauditor's Handbook Club. Yes, that's right. See, I am all for the idea of getting copies of my book into libraries, like donating them, especially libraries in areas where we know, like if we could get some in Colorado and DMA's area, you know, areas where we know frauditors like to go to libraries. especially if there's specific libraries they're targeting. If we could get copies of my book out there, oh man, especially if we could find one with that they're at, and then get there. But oh, did you read this? Oh man, that'd be great. Yeah. I would love to get copies of my book into their hands. That would be beautiful. Peter K, what's up? Let's see. Pete Barnes, Logan Sandman, Ray Ray, Robert Custos. What else? Who else? Where else? What do we got? Potluck. Hey, what's up? Good to see ya. Oh, it's the British Bulldog. All right. It's kind of amazing. What's up, Unclean? Yep. So now we got the Borough Groves, and I'm gonna make that the new umbrella term for the sovereign citizens, the frauders, everybody. They're all Borough Groves. Let's see. Unclean's here. Potluck. P Barnes. Cody, what's up? Put some Borough Grove in it. Let's see. Get better soon. I demand it. Hez, we're addicted to your show. Good. I like that. Because I'm kind of addicted to you guys. I love you guys. Every morning when I see. That's one of the reasons why I decided to come on. I'm sitting here and I got the loop that I put on playing, and I'm like looking in the chat, and I'm like, man, I got to interact with my peeps. Oh, damn it. See, Eli ruined that for me. I can't say that anymore. It makes me think of him. Oh, what an asshat. What a Borough Grove. Oh. My family, the Rash family, dag nabbit. So, oh, and by the way, I got so mad yesterday. I wanted to have an extra item that I was going to give away as part of the raffle yesterday, but I couldn't frickin' find it. And for you've been following me for a while, you know that I cannot and will not promise anything that is not physically in my hand at that moment. Because then if something goes wrong, then it'll be like, oh, well, Hezekiah said he was going to do this, but he didn't do it. And maybe he's, I don't want to be that guy. But I was going to give away a Rash t-shirt, but I couldn't find it. Now here it is. So, what size is it? It's a extra large. So I don't know what to do with this. Maybe I'll add it. I'll add it to next month's raffle because, again, I don't want to say it till I physically have it in my hand, but this would go perfect with the grand prize thing that Salacious made. Another thing that Salacious made. No, it's not a voodoo doll. You want to know specifically what it is, you'll have to ask her because I don't want to give it away yet. We're doing heroes instead of zeros today. That's exactly right. Oh my goodness, Witch of Heart is here today. Hey, Witch, I wanted to tell you something, by the way. Last week, it's my fault that I didn't approach you about the Radical Britney segment because the second week in a row, my stupid computer. See, this is the thing, and I've said this before, but like now I'm not gonna. I made this mistake 2 weeks in a row. I'm not gonna make it again. I've been using Paint 3D for all of my graphics, everything, including like this stuff. I mean, it's stupid stuff, but like the electric thing for when I shock voodoo, and this moving background thing. I've been using, and then this here, and even this picture, just setting all these different things up. I've been using Paint 3D as the program to do it. And it's just the Gamer 88, what's up? And it's just the program that comes with, Windows computer by default. So it's not very good. And the way Paint 3D works is when you create a Paint 3D file, it puts it into a folder that you cannot access that file except through Paint 3D. And I found this out the hard way because after it happened to me, I looked up how to fix it and I saw how to fix it. So I did that, but I didn't like actually take the time to read the articles that I found when I searched it. So last week, I lost all my Paint 3D files. They all just disappeared. So I'm like, what the heck's going on? So I looked it up online. I just put in Google, just described exactly what happened. And then I found an article about it and it told me what to do. And I did it and it worked. So I'm like, all right, cool. But I didn't actually like read the article. I just read the bit that explains how to fix it. So then this week, the same damn thing happened again. I lost all my files. So I lost my Who's That Douche Canoe file. So I had to remake it from scratch. And I didn't finish that until Saturday afternoon. So I didn't contact you for the Radical Britney bit because I was behind myself. So it was my fault this time. But anyway, what happened was because it happened 2 weeks in a row, this time I actually read the article because I went back to the same thing because it worked that time and found out that there's an underlying thing and it's just because it's a free program that comes with Windows. Sometimes the files that are stored in it just, it's not that they're gone. You just can't access them unless you access them through Paint 3D. But for whatever reason, so I have to go like into the source code and change it to repopulate my files that are still there. But like, I'm not going to do that every single week because it'll take me an extra hour to do 10 minutes worth of work. So I think I'm just going to download and use like Adobe or something. I don't know. Just have to, just do it. Just bite the bullet and get her done. Methodist Dave is in the house. What's up, Methodist? Good to see you. Little Chihuahua, Big World, always. Conspiracy, all right. Let's see. Greg Jonick for $5 in honor of the Forgiven Jerry favorite food, the Graham and Bob Show plate spaghetti taco plate. And just in case you have absolutely no idea what that's about, ladies and gentlemen, the Forgiven Jerry always comes on here talking about how much tacos are an abomination, and yet spaghetti burritos make sense to him. I don't know where he gets his ideas from, but check this out.
PSTP. I have a plate. I have a taco. Taco plate. I have a plate. I have spaghetti. Spaghetti plate. Taco plate. Spaghetti plate. Plate spaghetti taco plate. Plate spaghetti taco plate. Have we taken too much?
I don't think that's possible.
All right. Oh, €5 from Mark Rules. And Progro in the poppy stove. Between he crossed his vro and vro. To mark our flower and lawn the blonde. Sacrifice the independence below. Yes, he knows what's going on. That's what I'm talking about. Yes, yes, yes. Love it, love it, love it. Let's see. What else we got? Nakoti, Mark Rules, P. Barnes, Unclean. Mark Rules, Maserati 5000 GT. The eggplant color in the t-shirt is so pretty. Yes, it looks really good. I was happy with the way it turned out. I'm starting to think that I'm really, really, really starting to think that I'm going to start slowly moving all of my stuff over to Vistaprint because they made that shirt. That wasn't from my merch store. I just got that printed. That's a one-off I got printed from Vistaprint. It's freaking gorgeous. And then look at my business cards I got from Vistaprint. I mean, look at that. That's awesome. In the back. Yeah, man, I don't know. I'm starting to think that they might be the better printer than my actual merch store. I might just start ordering stuff from them and then getting it directly to you guys from me, you know. Let's see what else we got. Here's the box. These are all the prizes from yesterday right here, all packed up and ready to go. I showed you guys yesterday, but just so you know, if you want a prize, when you get your envelope, it's going to have this little sticker on it so that you know it's from me. This is Highway Star. This is yours, by the way. I have them marked with Post-its and who the winners were. HS is for Highway Star. Yeah. Awesome. I like that. All right, and so let's get back into some of the good stuff that we like to do here. This is another one that I've been doing this every day, so let's keep up the tradition. Yeah, man. Yeah. Good stuff. Let me put this back up on the screen. Everybody, you'll be seeing it in a second. There you go. Don't you know? Oh.
Man. A policeman is a composite of what all men are, I guess, a mingling of saint and sinner, dust and deity. Called statistics, wave the fan over stinkers, underscore instances of dishonesty and brutality because they are news. What that really means is that they are exceptional, they are unusual, they are not commonplace. Buried under the froth is the fact. And the fact is that less than 0.5% of policemen misfit that uniform. And that is a better average than you'd find among clergymen. What is a policeman? He of all men is at once the most needed and the most wanted. A strangely nameless creature who is sir to his face and pig or worse behind his back. He must be such a diplomat that he can settle differences between individuals so that each will think he won, but if a policeman is neat, he's conceited. If he's careless, he's a bum. If he's pleasant, he's a flirt. If he's not, he's a grouch. He must make instant decisions which would require months for a lawyer, but if he hurries, he's careless. If he's deliberate, he's lazy. He must be first to an accident, infallible with a diagnosis. He must be able to start breathing, stop bleeding, tie splints, and above all, be sure the victim goes home without a limp or expect to be sued. The police officer must know every gun, draw on the run, and hit where it doesn't hurt. He must be able to whip two men twice his size and half his age without damaging his uniform and without being brutal. If you hit him, he's a coward. If he hits you, he's a bully. A policeman must know everything and not tell. He must know where all of the sin is and not partake. The policeman from a single human hair must be able to describe the crime, the weapon, the criminal, and tell you where the criminal is hiding, but if he catches the criminal, he's lucky. If he doesn't, he's a dunce. If he gets promoted, he has political pull. If he doesn't, he's a dullard. The policeman must chase bum leads to a dead-end, stake out 10 nights to tag one witness who saw it happen but refuses to remember. He runs files and writes reports until his eyes ache to build a case against some felon who will get dealed out by a shameless Seamus or an honorable who isn't honorable. The policeman must be a minister, a social worker, a diplomat, a tough guy, and a gentleman. And of course, he'll have to be a genius because he'll have to feed a family on a policeman's salary.
All right, all right, all right. Yes, yes, yes. Born on the 4th of July. I wanted to show that clip, like the actual clip, but I don't know copyright wise if I'll be able to do that with James Cagney. Let's see. Because when I was a kid, like this was like we always would watch this. Always. I had it on VHS tape, and this was a major event. We would always watch this, especially on the holiday. So let's go ahead and check that out. All right. I'm gonna try it. It's the worst thing they could do is cut off the stream. I'll be back. I don't have any violations against me that'll get me in any real trouble. Let's go.
I'm the kid that's all the candy. I'm a Yankee Doodle dandy. I'm glad I am. Uncle Sam. I'm a real live Yankee Doodle. Made my name and fame and boodle just as Mr. Doodle did by riding on a pony. I love to listen to the Dixie strain. I long to see the girl I left behind me. That ain't a Josh. She's a Yankee, by gosh. Oh, say, can you sing anything about a Yankee that's a phony?
Little Johnny Jones, the jockey from the USA.
We'll ride the pony, Yankee Doodle, English Derby Day.
Jonesy's broken records every track and every beat.
So Yankee Doodle's gonna be the boy they have to beat.
Sportsmen of the British Isles who followed his career have offered Johnny anything to keep him over here.
But all the money in the Bank of England couldn't pay enough to keep young Johnny Jones away from old Broadway.
If you want to take a trip, the surest of sure things,
have your houses mortgaged, hock your watches, pawn your rings,
and put it all on Yankee Doodle. Johnny Jones is up.
I'm gonna give America the English Derby Cup.
He's gonna give America the English Derby Cup.
I'm a Yankee Doodle dandy. Yankee Doodle do or die. A real live nephew of my Uncle Sam, born on the 4th of July. I've got a Yankee Doodle sweetheart. She's my Yankee Doodle joy. Yankee Doodle came to London just to ride the ponies. I am that Yankee Doodle boy.
He's a Yankee Doodle dandy, a Yankee Doodle do or die. A real life nephew of his Uncle Sam, born on the 4th of July. He's got a Yankee Doodle sweetheart. She's his Yankee Doodle joy. Yankee Doodle came to London just to ride the pony. He is a Yankee Doodle boy. Yankee Doodle came to London just to ride the pony. He is a Yankee Doodle boy.
What's a movie star? today. We just watched a guy who got famous doing gangster films. Yeah, see? Yeah. Well, that wasn't him, but he was one of those guys, right? Well, what can he do? Well, he could sing. That was his voice. Oh, and he could dance too. Oh, really? Well, what the hell did you just see? Not only did he hit point, and if you don't know what that means, that's when you get up on your tippy toes. There's a particular guy who could do that, who made an entire career out of the fact that he could do that. His name was Michael Jackson. Not only did he hit point, but did you see him parkour off of that wall? Movie stars back in those days, man, they could do it all because they all started in vaudeville. And in vaudeville, it was literally like, all right, we're short a comedian today. You go out there, tell some jokes, and you better be funny. Oh, crap. The juggler never showed up. You grab 3 balls, go out there and juggle. You had to be able to do it if you wanted to keep working. Oh, crap, we're short 2 dancers today. Get out there and dance, and you better be good at it, or you're not going to have a job anymore. I like musicals like Hamilton and SpongeBob SquarePants. Well, you know what? Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. My tradition, movie-wise, for the 4th of July is Jaws. Because the whole point is they don't want to close the beach for the 4th of July. And that's why so many people get eaten by the shark. Because they refuse to shut down the beaches because it's 4th of July weekend. They don't want to shut down the beach for the holiday weekend. So watching Jaws on the 4th of July has become like my family tradition. Me and my boys will sit there every 4th and watch it. 1 minute warning for the cupcake dance. All right, all right, all right. Looking forward to that. Looking forward to that. It's gonna be good. Just like you know it should be good. Everybody. Don't you know? Everybody. Here we go. I don't know what to tell you. Oh, there you go. Much better. Ah, where'd it go? Derek Nabbit. See, I clicked on the wrong thing again. No, that's just cruel and unusual punishment. When I was a kid, my aunt took me to see Jaws on a Tuesday, and then we went to the beach on a Wednesday. That's bad. You can't do that to a kid. Smitty's broken and scared. All right. Jade, my favorite musical is Brigadoon. All right. I really want to see the Lion King musical. All right. All right, that's a great movie. I love old movies. Well, they don't make movies the way they used to anymore. From what I hear, even this new Indiana Jones isn't made like an actual Indiana Jones movie is made. Which the original Indiana Jones movies were made like movies from the 1930s. That was the whole point. They were an homage to the old serials. But see, here's what happened, because there actually are logical explanations to all of it. Time for the cupcake dance. All right. Okay. All right. Ole. All right. Awesome. What I heard, yeah, Last Crusade was awesome. The original 3, all of the original 3, What I heard was that that's what I heard was that 5 was better than Crystal Skull, but that really it's the third act where it really picks up and gets cool. But I don't know. I haven't seen it yet, so we'll see. Julie Weaver, what's up? Happy 4th of July. Yeah, happy 4th of July to you too. My favorite musical is the Blues Brothers. That's my favorite musical of all time. And then I don't know, man. I grew up on Grease. I actually saw Tequila Kid. What's up? Did you miss the cupcake dance? Yes, you did, but I'll do it again. Ole! All right. Lisa, what's up? Let's see. Does the adult short round make an appearance? No, he does not. Yeah, the short round isn't in the movie. I know that, even though I haven't seen it yet. I know he's not in it. I know Antonia Banderas is in it. And in case you plan on seeing it, well, Kathleen Kennedy, see, I think she's 75% of the problem with bad movies coming out of Disney late. I don't know. What is this? I mean, it's Paramount, but it's Lucasfilm, but it's a mess. And neither Lucas nor Spielberg were involved on any. Oh yeah, so when I was a kid, see, you youngins don't know anything about this because you just got your Netflix and chill, right? They used to have these things. Quentin Tarantino tried to bring them back, by the way, and it didn't work. But they used to have these things when I was a kid called double features. For example, the day that I saw, I went to the theater and I saw this new movie called A Nightmare on Elm Street in a double feature with Return of the Living Dead. So I saw them both on a double feature. So you play Freddy Krueger, and it's the first time you ever saw him because it's the original movie. And then after that, they take, like, during the credits, like, you could go buy some popcorn or a drink or go to the bathroom or whatever, and then come back, and then they play another movie. And it was Return of the Living Dead. And then the weirdest one I ever saw, because usually, like with that, there was 2 horror films. And I also had one that was 2 musicals, which is what I'm going to get into, which made me think of it. But somewhere, but I can't. I see Ironton Auditor has Freedom videos that are like 3 hours long. Which one specifically? He's got one that's an hour and 49 minutes. He's got another one that's 2 hours and 2 minutes. Which one? What are you talking? Which one? I'll be more than happy to play it, but which one do you want me to play? So anyway, I saw Grease and the Ramones Rock and Roll High School in a double feature in the theater when they were new. Going from Grease to Rock and Roll High School in the same sitting was probably a good explanation as to why I am where I am when it comes to my musical taste, because I listen to everything. But yeah, that was weird. But the weirdest double feature I ever went to was Jason Goes to Hell, or whichever one, Jason Takes Manhattan, whichever one was the new one the same year that Ferris Bueller came out. Because the double feature was the new Jason movie and Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Like, usually it was like 2 horror movies or 2 musicals. But this was just like 2 random pictures that were they were new at the time. We had a double feature and a midnight movie thing. It was the Rocky Horror or The Song Remains the Same. Yeah. Ow. Dang, that hit. Another good another good one for the back in those days when they used to have the midnight movies. You'd go for the Rocky Horror Picture Show would always play at midnight. Eraserhead was another popular midnight movie for a while there. I liked that sweet spot right at the turn of the century. Think about that, people. We're old enough, those of us that are like Gen X, that we can actually talk about we remember the turn of the century. Like literally from the 19s to the 20s. Which is weird because I grew up from that was, people talking about like World War I era stuff. Anyway, so right around the turn of the century, there was a sweet spot before, like, because now nobody really waits in line to get movie tickets. I mean, it does happen, but I mean, you could order your tickets online ahead of time. It doesn't have to be a big event. But there was that little sweet spot where I remember going and waiting in line for the midnight show of the Fellowship of the Ring. Wow, that was the best time. It was right between where you could still, like, we had the internet and everything, and you could still set that stuff up. But you had those midnight shows, and you had to go. Like, oh man, I gotta be there for the midnight show so I could be one of the first to see it. It was exciting. It was fun. There'd be big swaths of people waiting to get in, and it was great fun, Now it's just like trying to get the dude next to you to put his phone down for 2 seconds while you're trying to watch the damn movie. And telling the teenagers behind you to stop talking about, no cap, this movie's dank, bet. What? Huh? Shut up. Heavy Metal as a midnight movie, that makes sense. Yep. Fritz the Cat, yep. Moonglow, the heavy metal musical. Jaws here. All I really wanted was a Freedom hot dog, and when you didn't give me one, I ate whoever ate my hot dogs. Oh, man. Waiting in line for concert tickets or at a video store that has a Ticketron terminal. Yes. Here's the thing. I go to the movie theater usually once a week. I don't think I'm going this week because it would be today. It's always on Tuesday. But since today's a holiday, I don't know if I want to mess with it. I don't know. We'll see. I doubt it. Because I go to the theater every Tuesday. I've literally seen every movie there except for Indiana Jones. And I decided the second they announced it that I wasn't going to go see it in the theater. Right up yours. What's up? I'll wait till it comes out on, I got Paramount Plus. Maybe I'll do a marathon of Yellowstone or something. I don't know. It's America. It's only a couple minutes long and it's a recent one. Let's see. Let me look. Let me look. Ironton Auditor videos. Let's see. Coming soon to Ironton Accountability. No. Remember when Ironton was arrested? No. Older video, but I thought you needed to hear it again. Thank you. Is that the one? Coral Grove police stop. Highlights of the mayor's DUI. Fraud Auditor Troll interviews me. I was interviewed by Welsh News Network. Hoping a homeless guy stay warm. Happy Thanksgiving. Maybe is that it? I don't know which video you guys want me to show. I'll be happy to show it because I love Ironton. He's a good supporter of channel. But why do I have accent all of a sudden? I don't know what happened. Barbie! No, I'm not going to go see that movie. Either. I mean, I guess maybe it's going to be a satire. That might be fun, actually. Ooh, the Freedom Train in 1976. That's right. That was another big thing, being alive in 76. You know, the 200-year anniversary of America. And Rocky fighting Apollo Creed. Because, you know, it was 1976. Yeah. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. Having fun in the sun. Don't you know? That's how it go. So anyway, everyone's telling me I'm supposed to play this video, and I'd love to, but which one do you want me to play? I don't get it. Let's see. Well, anyway, while we're waiting, there's something else I wanted to talk about, so I might as well say it now. What's up, Lisa? So yeah, that's another thing too. Going to Blockbuster Video back in the day, I remember there were specific days that the new videos were released, and they'd have them on the board, like which movie's going to be in on which date, and you'd like reserve, like, oh, I want to rent this, you know. But if they didn't take reservations, you'd have to just get there early and wait in line, and hopefully you get in and get to rent it before all the copies are gone. Man, see, there's a lot to be said for analog media back in the day. Again, that's one of the reasons why I like being a Gen Xer, because we hit that sweet spot, you know, where we still appreciated the fact that our phones were on the wall, and you know that we physically had to go to Blockbuster to rent a movie if we wanted to watch a movie, you know, and all that. But at the same time, we had the internet, so we got to experience the technology and the video games and all the cool stuff as it grew. But we also got to see it grow. You know, we saw it from the start. Hey, Janice, speaking of Judge Middleton, I was talking earlier, and for those of you who missed it, I want to say it again. I'm not a Barbie girl in a Barbie world, being fantastic, made of plastic. You can comb my hair, undress me anywhere. It's a sensation. Life is your creation. Come on, Barbie, let's go party. Oh, yeah. For anyone who missed it, because somebody mentioned Judge Middleton, I just posted a quote from a poem called Jabberwocky by Lewis Carroll. "'Twas brilling the slithy troves did grind and grimble in the wabe. All mimsy were the borogoves, and the mome right south grabe." Now that doesn't make any sense. Hez, what the heck are you posting that for? Well, that's why I said, when you say Judge Middleton, he said that he thinks that sovereign citizens, since they hate being called sovereign citizens, don't want to be called that anymore, that we should call them borogoves. Because their argument makes as much sense as Jabberwocky. I'm traveling, not driving. I'm not a 14th Amendment citizen. My birth certificate is a contract, and I'm not in all those arguments make as much sense as this does. So Judge Middleton is pushing for them to start being called borogoves, since they don't like being called sovereign citizens, because they say all mimsy were the borogoves. So I'm for it. I'm buying Extreme and Winger albums. Well, I didn't see any trailers for it. I'm just assuming. Okay, here's the problem, Edward. Here's the thing. Like I said, if it's funny or cute or sarcastic, I might like it. But here's the problem with Barbie movie. I have 2 daughters. So I grew up at the time when they were little. There were all these straight to VHS at the time, straight to DVD Barbie movies that were really, 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 really bad. So when I hear Barbie movie, I just automatically think about those. You know, like horrible animation, horrible voiceover acting, terrible plots involving nonsensical garbage. Oh. They both have new albums out. All right. I mean, cool. It's just whenever I hear about those groups, I always think about Stewart with his Winger T-shirt from the original Beavis and Butthead. Bottle Rocket Wars. Oh no, those are dangerous. There's when I was a kid, one 4th of July, we were blowing fireworks out, and we had a big bucket with all the fireworks in it that we were taking the fireworks from. And my brother, this is so typical him too. My brother wanted to see what would happen if he took a bottle rocket, because the way we did it is the regular bottle rockets, there's like a little bit of paper that sticks out at the bottom. So we'd light it, we'd hold it in our hand and light it. And once the wick went to almost disappeared behind the paper, we'd throw it. And if you timed it just right, once it was in the air, boom, it would take off. So you'd throw it, but then it would kick in. So if you timed it just right, it'd be like you threw it like 20 miles, you know? I mean, we were kids. Obviously it didn't go 20 miles, but just, you know? So he wanted to see what would happen if he threw one into the bucket that we had all the fireworks in. Guess what happened? It wasn't cool. It was not cool at all. I mean, I guess it looked cool for about 10 seconds. And then after that, it was just like, no, get some water. And then it was, okay, I guess the 4th's over. All the fireworks are gone. Thanks a lot, pal. Ow! Look out! They always do that. I know. The first movie you saw in the theater was Rugrats and Parents. And you, youngin'. My first movie in the theater was Star Wars. I saw Jaws in the theater. I didn't see The Shining, but I'll never forget the commercial. I saw the commercial for The Shining in the theater, and it almost gave me a heart attack. I was too young I don't even know what movie we were watching, but I do remember seeing that, just the elevator doors and the blood, and with the music, and being a little kid, that scared the crap out of me. Has anybody figured out which of these videos is the one that you guys keep telling me to show from Ironton Auditor? Because I mean, he's got a million of them here, but I mean, I don't. Let me see. I don't know, man. Anyway, could have seen Star Wars in the theaters. Okay, now that I could see that. I could see that. Star Wars was my first too. All right. My first movie in the theater was The Godfather. Wow. That's awesome. That's awesome. Now see, I was young, man, when The Godfather came out. I wouldn't have understood it. Although I grew up on that movie. But I mean, when it was in the theaters, I was probably, what year did that come out? Well, wait a minute. Did that come out before I was born? What year did Godfather? Was it 72? Because I was born in 73. So I definitely was too young to watch that. Or maybe it was 76. I know it came out before Rocky, right? 72. Yeah. See, I wasn't even born yet. Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. All right. That was in the 60s. Smitty said the first movie he saw in the theater was that one. Okay. The worst experience I ever had when it comes to watching a kid's movie was Pokemon, the original Pokemon movie. My nieces wanted to go because my kids weren't even born yet when that movie came out. That's how long Pokemon's been around. That theater was so full. It was like a kindergarten class. Well, I've taught kindergarten, so if you're not a teacher, you might know what I mean. The children were insane. I couldn't watch the movie over all the everywhere. Nothing but these rugrats just running around acting insane. Most horrible experience I ever had in my life watching the original Pokemon movie in the theater when it first came out. Mark Rules, I really feel old. My first movie was Frankenstein. That movie's almost 100 years old, dude. 10 more years. Holy crap. The Song Remains the Same is my favorite musical. I don't know if that counts. Because if you're going to count that, then we also have to think about the Talking Heads Stop Making Sense and put that in the same category. Oh, what about Spinal Tap? What about Spinal Tap? Now, I think the Blues Brothers actually counts as a legit musical. The Song Remains the Same. That's more of like a documentary, like it's just concert film. A concert film is something else, right? Right? Because one of the things for me that has always defined a musical is when, like, the songs themselves, it's not just like they're performing music, but it helps push the plot forward, you know? Because then, yeah, like Ikiss is saying, well, then what about the Monterey Pop footage? You know, what about the Woodstock footage? You know, what about Live Aid? You know, if you're going to get into concert films, that's something completely different. But for musicals, yeah, I think it's always, for me, the rule for it to be considered a musical is that the songs aren't just there, but they help push the narrative. You know, like one of the reasons why I think the Blues Brothers is so brilliant. And if you've never thought about this and you've seen it, oh, wait a minute. Society Red is talking about a musical. Wants to see Hez do the time warp. Well, isn't it a jump to the left and then a step to the right? Put your hands in your hips and bring your knees in tight. And it's a pelvic thrust that really drives you insane. Let's do the time warp again. RoboCop. Now that's a movie. Now that's what I'm saying when I say they don't make them like that anymore. Yes. The 80s were the best for movies. The 90s were great too, but the 80s they did some amazing stuff in the 80s. I mean, come on, Back to the Future, Raiders of the Lost Ark, Empire Strikes Back, Highway Star for $5. My first movie in the theater was The Nutty Professor with Jerry Lewis. Happy Dance. All right, thank you. The Nutty Professor with Jerry Lewis was fantastic. That was our first glimpse of the real Jerry. being able to jump back and forth between the standard Jerry Lewis character and like the serious, like actual real life Jerry Lewis. It was great. Great stuff. Great stuff. The Lost Boys, that's not a musical. Anyway, so what I was saying about the Blues Brothers is, and again, if you've never noticed this before, if you watch it and you've seen it, but when you watch it again, keep this in your mind and you'll see this is true. One of the things that I think makes the movie, one of the reasons I love the Blues Brothers so much is because, good morning, Louie. We're just hanging out because it's a holiday. We're not really doing too much craziness with the frauditors. They don't deserve it. They're anti-American scumbags. What did you think of it, Sue Bear? I thought it was all right. So anyway, the thing with the Blues Brothers that I think makes it so great is throughout the movie, it's this whole buildup of like the best rhythm and blues band ever, Blues Brothers. We're going to put the band back together. We're on a mission from God, all that. Like there's the story and all that and the plot, but the way the music pushes the plot forward and builds, because the first time you see them playing, it's not the Blues Brothers. It's the band that some of the Blues Brothers are in now. And they're playing Dime Cuando, 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 you know? And they're not really doing the rhythm and Blues Brothers thing. So we're not really seeing the Blues Brothers do their thing. We keep hearing about how they do it better than anybody, but we're not really seeing them do what they do. And then when they're in Ray's place and they play, but it's Ray Charles and they're just backing him up, it's still not the Blues Brothers doing their act. We still haven't seen that yet. And we keep hearing how like they're the best blues band ever, but we're not really hearing them. And then when we finally do get a blue, and the same thing with the Aretha Franklin bit. It's just McIntyre Murphy and Blue Lou playing behind her as her backup. But it's not really the Blues Brothers. Then when we finally do get a Blues Brothers concert, they have to stop because they're in a country club. So now they better play country music or they're going to get in trouble. So now we finally get to see for the first time after they put the band back together this big thing that we've been hearing so much about this whole movie. This is the greatest rhythm and blues band ever. Let's watch them do their thing. Oh, now they can't do their thing. Now they got to play. They just got to improvise a set list. So it isn't until the end of the movie after the Cab Calloway bit that we finally get to see, after the whole movie's building up and building up and building up, talking about how great this band is. After the Cab Calloway bit, we finally get to see the Blues Brothers. So the point is, it's like the music doesn't just drive the plot, but it actually builds and builds and builds. It's almost like when people talk about Jaws. You know, the whole movie, they're talking about how big the shark is, but you don't really see it until the end when it's attacking the boat. It's like, ah! And it's the same thing with the Blues Brothers, right? The whole movie, it's building up and building up. Oh, this is the greatest thing ever, greatest thing ever. And till the end, you finally see it. It's like, all right, this is what we've been building up to the whole time. And then you get a 2-hour chase scene that ends with them hanging out with Steven Spielberg. Literally, Steven Spielberg's the actor who has to, give him the receipt, and then the cops come and point the guns at him. All right, I think somebody found the video. Let's get into it. Let's do it. I'm gonna get this all set up for you guys, because I love you guys. You're the best fans in the world. But first, $5 from Highway Star. Since Voodoo's off today, I'll taste douche canoe when I get home. Happy dance. All right, here's your happy dance, Highway Star. All right, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Yes, they did. Anyone have the link to Unclean Hands GoFundMe? I'm sure somebody will put it up. Yep, John Candy was in that movie too. Absolutely, positively. Yeah. Oh yeah. Where's my dagnabbit? This is one of the issues with doing a live show. Is sometimes you get all discombobulated. And then you gotta go. I'm working on it, on it, on it. I'm working on it, on it's what I'm working on. Here we go. Here we go. Here's the video. Here we go. Here we go. You guys been asking for Happy Independence Day. Dagnabbit sauce.
And play my my freedom presentation for you all, and see what you think. So here we go, guys. We'll be right back in just a moment.
I want to talk to you all about a concept that is cherished by all, yet often misunderstood: freedom. In a world where we often take this precious gift for granted, it is important to remind ourselves of what freedom truly is and why it is so essential to our lives. Freedom is not merely the absence of physical constraints or the ability to do whatever we please. It is a multifaceted concept that encompasses a range of fundamental rights and responsibilities. True freedom lies in the delicate balance between personal autonomy and collective harmony. First and foremost, freedom means the right to express ourselves openly and without fear. It is the liberty to speak our minds, to share our ideas and beliefs, even and especially if they are controversial or unpopular. Freedom of speech is the cornerstone of a democratic society, enabling the exchange of diverse perspectives and fostering intellectual growth. However, this freedom also demands responsibility, to use our words wisely and respecting the dignity and the rights of others. Freedom also includes the right to assemble peacefully, to come together and form communities based on shared interests, beliefs, or goals. It is the power to gather with like-minded individuals to advocate for change, to peacefully protest against injustice, to build strong, cohesive societies. Yet this freedom comes with the responsibility to respect the rights and perspectives of those who may differ from us, fostering dialogue and understanding instead of division. Moreover, freedom entails the right to choose our own path in life, to pursue our dreams and aspirations. It means having access to education, employment, and opportunities that allow us to reach our full potential. However, with this freedom comes the obligation to respect the rights of others to do the same. We must recognize that freedom is not a zero-sum game. It thrives in an inclusive society where everyone's rights are valued and protected. Freedom is also intrinsically tied to equality. It means that no matter our race, religion, gender, or social status, we are all entitled to the same rights and opportunities. True freedom cannot exist in a society where some are systematically oppressed or discriminated against. Embracing freedom requires us to challenge and dismantle barriers that hinder progress and the well-being of any group. Lastly, freedom encompasses the responsibility to uphold the rule of law. It means living in a society where justice is blind, where rights of the individual are protected, and where institutions are accountable. True freedom flourishes in an environment of trust and fairness where everyone is equal before the law. In conclusion, freedom is not a self-serving concept. It goes beyond personal desires and encompasses the well-being of all individuals. It is a delicate balance of rights and responsibilities that requires active engagement and vigilance from each of us. True freedom is not guaranteed. It must be nurtured and protected and defended by an informed and conscientious society. Let us cherish the true essence of freedom, fostering an inclusive society where diverse voices are celebrated, where justice prevails, and where every individual has the opportunity to live a life of dignity and fulfillment. Together, let us strive for a world where freedom thrives and where its true meaning is understood by all.
So what do you think of that, Lisa?
Well, Terry, I think
Thank you guys for making me watch that. That was awesome. Yes, yes, yes. That was great. Thank you, Terry, for that much. Ironton Auditor, you're a superstar. We always support you and your work, man. Good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. So anyway, I think at this point I'm just gonna put the patriotic music back on and let that run for a while. And I don't know how long that's gonna be for, but we're about 2.5 hours, so we got was there anything else you guys wanted to do quick before I go? I will say somebody said something about all the cars that were smashed. Yeah, Maserati said 103 cars were destroyed during the Blues Brothers. It's a record for most cars destroyed in a movie. Here's what happened. All right. You don't know the rest. Okay. America, America, God shed his grace on thee and crowned thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea. Shut up. I can't sing. Yeah. You want a link to my Discord? I don't know how to do that. And I'm in Discord now. Let's see. Direct messages. Oh, look at this. Wait a minute. I gotta play this. Oh no, that's not even until tomorrow. Never mind. Uncle Artie, oh no. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Ladies and gentlemen. Speaking of Discord. I'm in Discord right now. Again, I don't know how to drop my Discord link. I really don't know how to use Discord except to talk to Salacious. That's like the only thing I ever use it for. But I just noticed while I looked at it that I got a message from Uncle Artie that he wants his copy of my book to be given to someone else who wants the book but can't afford it and can't afford to join the raffle. So right now, if you want a copy of my book for free, Uncle Artie's already signed a dated copy. The first one to put in the chat Salacious is the most awesome sauce ever that ever sauced a sauce. You get the book. I don't know, man. I wanted to come up with something different. That's all. Because it's too easy. Like, if I'm going to give something away, just to put real quick, the second I start talking, say, I love Salacious, because you know that's what I'm going to say. And then when I say it, just hit enter. Like, all right, so this way now you got to, like, wait, what? Awesome. What? Hey, Salacious put up my Discord link. All right. Let's see if I got any friend requests in Discord that I can click on. Let's see. Biff. Which Roundup, Highway Star, P Bonds. Oh yeah. All right. Colrec just said, "Oh, what do you want? A full paragraph?" Colrec did it. That ain't no paragraph. Salacious is the most awesome sauce ever that ever sauced the sauce. Yes. Colrec did it. Yay. Colrec, go ahead and email me. Colrec, email me where you want me to send your prize, man. In fact, let me find Uncle Artie's and change the name on it to Colrec. Let's see. This is Stefan's. This is News Now Voodoo's. Highway Star. Maserati GT. Ironton Auditor, he won one. Uncle Artie, all right. Yeah, so drop me an email at hezekiah@gmail.com and we'll get your copy to you as soon as potentially, theoretically possible, where there's no bones and ice cream. Colrack. Nice. I wrote it down with my rash pen. Or rash pen. I only got one left because I gave the rest to you guys in these. So if you feel something hard in the envelope, it's a rash pen. Bonjour, Mark. Hey, bonjour to you too. Good morning to all of you. Sheesh. Or is that a Gen Z? Sheesh. I don't know, man. What was it? Wait. Woo, all right. I'm a Yankee Doodle dandy, Yankee Doodle do or die. A real live nephew of my Uncle Sam, born on the 4th of July. I've got a Yankee Doodle sweetheart, Yankee Doodle do or die. A Yankee Doodle went to town riding on a pony. I am the Yankee Doodle boy. That was I need more attention, sheesh. Pay attention to me. All right, Anastasia. Oh, welcome. Good to see you. Welcome to the show. As always, love you. Love all you guys. Best fans in the world. Yeah. That's like, I hate it when Broken Sister, Broken Trust shows up here because he always reminds me of a little kid going, hey, look at me, look at me, look at me. His comments are always like, hey, guys, what's up? I'm here. Look, I'm here. Acknowledge me. Hey, it's like Roman Reigns. Acknowledge me. No. I think I did it. Check Discord, Sue Bear. All right. All right, no need for sarcasm. Are you kidding? Sarcasm is 75% of my career. That's like what I do here. You haven't figured that out yet? Let's see. Discord. Friends. Any pending? No. I don't know what to tell you, man. Discord's a mystery to me still. Like I said, I Miss Mandy set it up for me. And then since then, I've used it basically to talk to Salacious. That's about it. Oh, and Graham and Bob show. Because every Saturday, Graham sends me a new bit to show on my show. Graham's another one, man. I always talk about all of these people who sent me all this cool stuff. Well, electronically, he sends me new bits that he makes just for my Saturday show. I mean, think about that. He custom makes animations just for my show every Saturday. And that's a lot, man. So that's round of applause for the Graham and Bob show. I'm back. My grandpa came over for his daily butt scratching. All right. Oh, my goodness gracious me. Little kids are the masters of sarcasm. Yes, they are. Suffering succotash audits. Suffering succotash audits is another one of his. Oh, I believe it. Oh, man. Anyway. Thank you guys for joining me once again. Since it is Independence Day, like I said, I'm going to go back to playing the patriotic music and just let that play out for a while. I don't know how long I'm going to leave that go. I've got like another 3 hours of songs queued up, but we'll see. Anyway, thank you for joining me. Love you guys. Happy Independence Day. Go out there. If you're an American, have some fun. If you're not, watch Jaws. Ow. Do you think Lee Greenwood is stingy with copyright? Well, it isn't about being stingy, but kind of. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. Going to a cookout with fireworks. All right. That's what I'm talking about. Well, here, I'll find out. Maybe tomorrow we'll get into that. But for now, I gotta go do my thing and get my holiday started. Thank you guys all once again. Love you guys. Thank you for joining me. And if you want to hang out for a while, like I said, I'm gonna leave this going for a little bit because it is still the 4th of July, and that didn't change. So love you guys. Thank you for joining me. And here we go.
State 4th of July parade banner. Welcome to the first parade in the nation celebrating our Independence Day, 4th of July. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's my honor to welcome the 14th Weather Squadron Air Force Honor Guard. Thank you all for your service to this country. And now we have the 129th Army Band banner. And also the 129th Army Band. Come on, put your hands together for the Army Band. And truly, to celebrate our Independence Day would not be complete without our giant American flag. Celebrating the patriotism that we have to honor today. USA. And now we're honoring with U.S. military vehicles. The Armed Forces Veterans. Tennessee's 49ers. And it wouldn't be complete without Miss Lady Liberty herself, the Statue of Liberty. Come on, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear a big cheer for the Statue of Liberty. And now it gives me great pleasure to introduce to you our Grand Marshals of the evening. Millions and millions of generations throughout the years, the Harlem Globetrotters.
Honestly, Jim, this is Nakoti was like, hey, can we watch a parade? And I found that there was I just looked for 4th of July parade, and this is from last night at midnight. This was just some random person that was at the parade filming it and posting it on their YouTube channel. Whose channel is this? I'm not even sure if this is like. Oh, it's from the news, NBC Channel 10. So it's the news covering this is their live broadcast of a parade that happened last night in Gatlinburg. The first Independence Day celebration in the nation, because they do it at midnight last night for today. So yeah, that's what this is. It comes from the NBC's coverage of the first Independence Day parade of the 4th of July from last night. So there. Yeah.
Gentlemen, if you can please stay out of the street. We'd like you to stay on the sidewalk if possible, please. Thank you so much for your safety and the safety of the folks. And now we welcome the Knoxville Pipes and Drums. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we have a story tonight. We honor George Hawkins. He is the founder of the annual Gatlinburg tradition, the first Independence Day parade celebration of the nation. George is beyond it on his own float, as he's been previously working on the float and organizing elements to make this a liberal parade. George died peacefully July 1st, but he is with us in spirit tonight. George was a driving force behind the parade for years and never gave up being involved even after his retirement. The longtime resident and made a lifelong career promoting Gatlinburg, spearheading many events in addition to the Midnight Parade, including the Fantasy of Lights Christmas Parade and the New Year's Eve ball drop, until they became a reality. Never has any one person spent so much effort as George Hawkins did, and he will always be remembered as Mr. Gatlinburg. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the Margaritaville Resorts. Great times, good spirits, and great accommodations. And if you happen to see a shark coming by, don't be alarmed. It's shark man. Please. Attraction to the Now we have the Foley High School marching band. And following it behind them, we've got the Craftsmen, Coach Christian Ford. in calendar every year. Please, move out of the parkway, please, everyone. Back up, everyone, please. Okay. Let's welcome Anarchista. Many attractions, many sights, many things to do, plenty of food, entertainment available on the mountain there at Anarchista. And there's many ways to gain access. You can do the chairlift, you can do one of the gondolas, or you can ride to the top of this rich railroad. Many ways to get up there to enjoy the sights and sounds and views of Anarchista. And now coming up behind, we have banter. And now coming up behind, we've got Brady Smurf. That's Smurf Balloon. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to ask everyone to please move the back off the parkway. Please. Okay, let's welcome Brady Smurf. And now we have the Leap of Faith Dance Studio. All decked out and blanked out. We got the Smoky Mountain Jeep Club. Showing those patriotic colors. Look at that. Look at all these Jeeps decked out. Is this not incredible? Makes you want to start chanting, USA, USA, USA. Okay, who's going to run out and buy a Jeep? cheap drug. And now we have Chevrolet's baton and drum corps. Attractions to hit the Scenario area is installed. Yes, right there, situated across from Taylor Outlet Mall. You can take a challenge up there. Many attractions, many activities, and live entertainment that is fun and rich. Is that you on the schedule? And right down the street here, we have the Jabberwocky Tattoo Company. Professional tattoos. Go check them out. Right as you're Jabberwocky. Thank you, Jabberwocky Tattoo Company. And now attraction to the almost located right across the street from the Titanic. It is Beyond the Land. Activities and rooms for many thrill seeking adventures that is on the land. I know that guy! What up, Kaden? Sammy! And now we have one of the newest theaters in the Kitchen Forge area, Array Mountain Entertainment Theater. Go check it out. Many shows weekly. Good variety, great variety show. Array Mountain Entertainment Theater, located there on the Parkway in Pigeon Forge. And they also have really good prices. Really, really good prices. Hallucination, the magic of Jason. One of the many acts at the Array Theater. And now we have Daniel.
Hey, Nicody. Hey, Nicody. Some places don't allow that anymore. Thanks to our local sovereign citizen idiot Daryl Brooks driving through the parade and mowing people down. A lot of places don't allow them to throw candy in the streets to the kids anymore for safety. I mean, like in Wisconsin, I know in Chicago and places like that, we still throw candy in the street and the kids get it and they're just careful. So some places do still allow it, some don't. I mean, I don't know what the rules are here, but I know a lot of places don't allow that anymore, thanks to Daryl douchebag Brooks. What are we watching? the first 4th of July parade of the year. This was filmed last night at midnight. Just because it's the 4th, it's having fun.
What's this? Thank you, guys. You look incredible. Watch your sweater. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Look behind you. We've got the Tennessee Shine Company. This was gracious enough to let us set up in the building. So anytime you want to get your shine on, you can visit the Tennessee Shine Company.
Rudolph and the Grinch. The 4th of July. What?
The Grinch that I see, it is
Don't celebrate Christmas in July at the Christmas place. Oh, that's pretty cool. A store that year-round only Christmas. I didn't even know that was a
and tell them that I sent you. The Grinch may know who I am. That's the Christmas place. Of course, Christmas in July. No better time to go shopping.
Redneck BDS. What the heck is that? Oh, the Redneck Comedy Tour. Okay.
That's right. If you know there's only an interactive tour of Parkway and the Smokies, you're going to win a keynote in the Redneck Comedy West Tour. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, you are looking at a tours and many ways to see the Smoky Mountains in the Banshee Tour crew located on the Parkway and Kitchen Fish. Where's Valley Road? That is the Banshee.
Ooh, we went from Christmas to Halloween to haunted house. All right.
So why shouldn't you be able to go to a haunted house anytime that you want? Right down the street here in Norris, Baton Rouge, Mysterious Mansion. Haunted house that goes all year long. Believe me, good drive, good show. Check out their Midsummer Lights screen at the Mysterious Mansion located on River Road. And that segues into go out the way.
Let me tell you something. I'm actually pretty glad that I just picked this at random because it was the first 4th of July parade this year because it was at midnight. But I didn't know nothing about it or anything about it. I didn't know anything about it, so I just randomly picked it. And I'm glad I did because I had no idea. Now I'm interested in Gatlinburg, Tennessee, because they have a Christmas store that's open 365 and a haunted house. Like where I grew up, Christmas stores only exist at Christmas time. Halloween stores only exist at Halloween time. Although there was one trick shop that was basically a Halloween store that was open a year round. So I guess that's a thing. I don't know. It's weird, but I mean, it's interesting, fascinating to me. But this is cool.
Sharing experiences.
What did you just say? What did you just say about the moonshine? Another chance for the distillery to make moonshine. Anastasia, I was going to sign off, but then somebody recommended a parade. I just randomly clicked on this one, and it turned out to be fascinating. I mean, look at that picture. That's awesome.
We know you're there, Jabberwocky.
We got over mountain. And I think I see my friend Rich. And is that event? Let's hear it for Over Mountain. They also have a new dirt bike trail that you have to check out. That is Over Mountain. Go all the way up to Ski Mountain Road for the adventure of a lifetime. Thank you, Over Mountain. That's right here with us, ladies and gentlemen, the pretty good ball. Everything like to see. Happy 4th of July, So now, ladies and gentlemen, we have Linda Rollins, Miss Universe.
I wanted to point out, I noticed something interesting too about that car. It always seemed weird to me that never caught on except in extremely expensive cars. Maybe because it's more expensive to make it that way. But I would think in practical terms, you wouldn't have to leave as much space between cars when you park. You have to leave enough space to open your door. But if the door opens up, then you don't need as much room. I don't know. I just think it would be more practical. You walk some more dance in the trick penalty? Girls behind you are dancing, the dude. You guys are just walking. Oh, there we go. I knew there had to be some kind of a stick. All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Tunes and Tales. Tunes and Tales performs at several locations throughout Government Hall. You should catch one of their many performances in the area. That is Tunes and Tales. And if you ever find yourself stuck or take a wrong or bad turn here in the mountains, you might want to call on the Clinton Highway Record Service. That is the Clinton Highway Record Service. That's right, so you put the cameras right there on the left. If you haven't tried it, you're in for a treat. It's the Moonshine Mountain Coaster. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we have the Appalachian Outreach. That's right, the Appalachian Outreach. And now we have Clove Creek Baptist Church. God bless you guys. Jesus loves you. Woo, amen.
For those of you that think that gospel music has gone too far, you think we've got too radical about message, well,
That's right, Hills Creek Baptist Church. God bless America. In a tribute to the patriotism this evening for our annual 4th of July Midnight Parade is Uncle Sam. Thank you, Uncle Sam. And now we we have true metal supply. All your metal needs, that is true metal supply. Do a burnout! And now we should have the crew from New Direction Real Estate for all your real estate needs. Hello there, Mr. My friends, Missy Norris, New Direction Real Estate. Which one go to help? New Direction Real Estate. Right down the street, we have Santa's Closet. You can visit with Santa and get your shopping done. That is Santa's Closet. Right down the street on the east side, almost by the east stoplight to Blades Road. And now, ladies and gentlemen, Santa celebrating Christmas in July.
Santa's here trying to drum up business on the first Friday of December at 7:30. Bring a jacket, it will be cold.
That's right. The first Friday of December you guys check it out. Be sure to let Santa know. It's a good day. Now's a great time. Say hello to Christmas.
Chuck Norris was born in the log cabin he built. Chuck Norris doesn't run out of time, he runs after it. There once used to be a street called Chuck Norris, but it was changed because nobody crosses Chuck Norris and lives. Chuck Norris has already been to Mars, hence that is why there is no signs of life. Chuck Norris once ordered a Big Mac at Burger King and got one. Fear of spiders is arachnophobia. Fear of closed spaces is claustrophobia. Fear of Chuck Norris is logic. Chuck Norris and Superman fought each other on a bet. The loser had to start wearing his underwear outside of his pants. Chuck Norris once strangled a man with a cordless phone. Magicians can walk on water. Chuck Norris can swim through land. Chuck Norris once counted to infinity. Twice. Chuck Norris is the reason Waldo is hiding. Chuck Norris can cut a hot knife with butter. Chuck Norris can slam a revolving door. Chuck Norris doesn't flush the toilet, he scares the shit out of it. Chuck Norris will never have a heart attack. His heart isn't that foolish to attack him. Chuck Norris once won a game of Connect 4 in 3 moves. There is no theory of evolution. There is only a list of animals Chuck Norris has allowed to live. When Chuck Norris does push-ups, he doesn't lift himself up. He pushes the earth down. Chuck Norris doesn't wear a watch. He decides what time it is. Chuck Norris plays Russian roulette with a fully loaded pistol and wins every time. Chuck Norris can light a fire by rubbing 2 ice cubes together. Chuck Norris doesn't read books. He stares at them until he gets the information he needs. Some people wear Superman pajamas. Superman wears Chuck Norris pajamas. Chuck Norris once ran a marathon backwards just to see what second place looks like. Handicap parking is reserved for Chuck Norris. The picture shows what will happen if you take his spot. Chuck Norris once had a staring contest with his reflection. After 4 days, he won. If you spell Chuck Norris in Scrabble, you win forever. Chuck Norris once created his own brand of toilet paper. Unfortunately, it didn't take shit from anybody. Chuck Norris can put out a house fire with gasoline. It takes Chuck Norris 20 minutes to watch 60 Minutes. Chuck Norris starred in all of the Star Wars films as the Force. Chuck Norris' hand is the only hand that can beat a royal flush. Chuck Norris can set ants on fire with a magnifying glass at night. Chuck Norris destroyed the periodic table because Chuck Norris only recognizes the element of surprise. Chuck Norris is so fast, he leaves for work at 2 p.m. and comes home at 8 a.m. on the same day. When the boogeyman goes to sleep every night, he checks under his bed for Chuck Norris. Contrary to popular belief, America's not a democracy. It is a dictatorship. Guantanamo Bay, Cuba is the military code for Chuck Norris's basement. He who lives by the sword dies by the sword. He who lives with Chuck Norris dies by a roundhouse kick. They say the quickest way to a man's heart is with Chuck Norris's fist. Those that work in the office with Chuck Norris know not to ask for his 3-hole punch. There are 2 types of people in the world, those that suck and Chuck Norris. President Roosevelt once said, "We have nothing to fear but fear itself," and then he whispered to himself, "and Chuck Norris." Google searching Chuck Norris gets his ass kicked generates 0 results. It just doesn't happen. For some, the left testicle is larger than the right. For Chuck Norris, each testicle is larger than the other one. When Bruce Banner gets mad, he turns into the Hulk. When the Hulk gets mad, he turns into Chuck Norris. Chuck Norris does, in fact, have a keyboard with the any key. Chuck Norris doesn't use a computer because a computer does everything slower than Chuck Norris. When Chuck Norris plays Monopoly, it actually affects the world economy. When Chuck Norris wants an egg, he cracks open a chicken. The chemical formula for the cyanide ion is CN. There are also Chuck Norris's initials. This is not a coincidence. We live in an expanding universe. All of it is trying to get away from Chuck Norris. Want to know the last thing you hear before Chuck Norris gives you a roundhouse kick? No one knows, because dead men tell no tales. Chuck Norris is the only man to ever defeat a brick wall in a game of tennis. Chuck Norris wears a rattlesnake as a condom. Wilt Chamberlain claims to have slept with more than 20,000 women. Chuck Norris calls this a slow Tuesday. According to the first law of thermodynamics, energy can neither be created or destroyed unless it meets Chuck Norris. Chuck Norris lost his virginity before his dad did. By some strange paradox, Chuck Norris could fight himself, he'd win. Period. Chuck Norris can divide by 0. Chuck Norris once kicked a horse in the chin. Its descendants are known today as giraffes. There is no such thing as a lesbian, only women who have not met Chuck Norris. Chuck Norris' keyboard doesn't have the control key because nothing controls Chuck Norris. Police label anyone attacking Chuck Norris as a Code 13 in progress, a suicide attempt. When Chuck Norris donates blood, he declines the syringe and instead requests a bucket and a handgun. Chuck Norris can taste lies. Love doesn't hurt, Chuck Norris does. Chuck Norris can do a wheelie on a unicycle. Not everyone Chuck Norris is mad at gets killed. Some get away. They're called astronauts. Chuck Norris once roundhouse kicked a telemarketer over the phone. Superman once watched an episode of Walker, Texas Ranger. He then proceeded to cry himself to sleep. How many Chuck Norris does it take to screw in a light bulb? None. Chuck Norris prefers to kill in the dark. Saying that no one is perfect is a personal insult to Chuck Norris. Chuck Norris doesn't own a stove, an oven, or a microwave because revenge is a dish best served cold. Google won't search for Chuck Norris because it knows that you do not find Chuck Norris, he finds you. Chuck Norris recently had an idea to sell his urine as a canned beverage. We know that beverage as Red Bull. Chuck Norris can, in fact, speak Braille. It is believed that the dinosaurs are extinct due to a giant meteor. This is true if you want to call Chuck Norris a giant meteor. Industrial logging is not the cause of deforestation. Chuck Norris just needs toothpicks. The phrase balls to the wall was initially used to describe Chuck Norris entering any building smaller than an aircraft hangar. Chuck Norris invented black. In fact, he invented the entire spectrum of visible light. Expect pink. Tom Cruise invented pink. Chuck Norris got his driver's license at age 16 seconds. When Chuck Norris was born, he had sex with the first nurse he saw. He was her first. She was his third that afternoon. Chuck Norris doesn't bowl strikes. He just knocks down one pin and the other 9 faint. Chuck Norris' internet connection is faster upstream than downstream because even data has more incentive to run from him than to him. Chuck Norris grinds his coffee with his teeth and boils water with his own rage. Think of a really hot girl. Chuck Norris did her. Jean-Claude Van Damme once kicked Chuck Norris' ass. He was then awakened from his dream by a roundhouse kick to the face. When Arnold Schwarzenegger says, "I'll be back" in Terminator, it is implied that he is going to ask Chuck Norris for help. In the X-Men movies, none of the X-Men superpowers are done with special effects. Chuck Norris is a stuntman for every character. The Great Wall of China was originally created to keep Chuck Norris out. It failed miserably. Count from 1 to 10. That is exactly how much time Chuck Norris needs to kill you. 48 times. Contrary to popular belief, Chuck Norris can indeed delete the recycling bin. Paper beats rock, rock beats scissors, scissors beats paper, but Chuck Norris beats all three at the same time. In an average living room, there are 1,248 objects Chuck Norris could kill you with, including the room itself. Some people ask for a tissue when they sneeze. Chuck Norris asks for a body bag. Helen Keller's favorite color is Chuck Norris. Chuck Norris sleeps with a pillow under his gun. Chuck Norris once threw a grenade and killed 50 people. The grenade then exploded. Chuck Norris can indeed kill your imaginary friends.